I'm on the S1000XR. It's frosty outside, like actually proper freezing. So it's not ideal today, weather-wise, but the XR I'm very much looking forward to. I don't know if I'll be able to pick this up off the... Ah, okay, yeah, I can. Whoa, it's big. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, itchy nose. Rain road dynamic mode. Let's do road mode. Ah, this feels brilliant. The engine on these is like in my S1000R. It's just been, I believe, detuned, so it has more torque. But in this weather, it's so much nicer than S1000R would be. This offers so much wind protection. The tank covers your thighs. Oh, the brakes are good. Oh, I keep forgetting. I forgot I have a down blipper. Nice suspension. Very plush. I forgot again. I keep forgetting I have a down blipper. Oh, this is nice. I love the hand guards. They do make a difference. Can we check the temperature? Oh, it tells me the range. That's nice. Average gallons, I think, per 100. Is it miles or kilometers? Average kilometer an hour. 200 kilometer range. Yeah, there's no temperature. We can really slow down in the fourth and pulls away really nicely. Doesn't have much bite in the road mode, so it's very smooth and forgiving even if you're quite snappy on the throttle. Again, nice. If you go touring and sometimes road surface is a little bit bumpy, you don't want your throttle responding to every teeny tiny movement of your hand. Wow, so easy to ride. I can't believe I waited so long to try this. I thought it would be too big. Oh, the down blipper is nice. Wow. This is fun. This screen is magical. I don't know if you can hear me well, but there's no wind resistance at all. There's no drag. I'm so shielded. It's so effortless. Wow. The overrun pop is good. Every time I roll off the gas, it goes pum. Can you hear it? Oh, I have a bad feeling about this one. Could I buy one? Can I buy one? I wish I had a husband I could ask for an opinion and go, stop me if it's a silly thing to do, or tell me if it's the right thing to do. It's hard to making these decisions yourself, because I always try to be the good guy and the bad guy and try and talk myself into it and talk myself out of it all at the same time. I want it so bad. Wow, turning circles, amazing! I've been on this as a pillion and there was a lot I loved about it already then, but now I'm actually crazy in love. Okay, it's big now, feels big now, but not too heavy. Let's see if I can reverse on it. Oh shit, no. Oh, I can. Dzień dobry. Off we go. It's very easy to stay upright on this. in terms of not crashing and falling off, but rolling. Oh, so easy to roll. It stays upright. This is great on a big bike where you struggle to put your feet down. It's great when you don't have to and you can just stay upright for ages and just roll like I am rolling now. So easy, it's not dropping at all. It's not wobbling. It's very sturdy. Oh, I'm liking this. You know what, the suspension is brilliant. I can go over speed bumps, through potholes, and it's soft, but then on the acceleration it's not too soft, and on the brakes still aggressive enough. Ooh, unexpected coolness. I am madly in love, and I know I say it all the time, but I'm crazy about this bike. It sounds aggressive, so I thought it would be more aggressive, and it's very much like my S1000, where the aggression is here if you want it, but you have to request it. You have to make it happen. If you don't, if you just sort of just going for a little ride, it's so forgiving, very flattering. This is another point for a review. Can you see that little knobbly thing? This makes it so much easier to put the side stand down for short people, because if you have to touch this bit, the foot peg is in the way. This makes it so easy. Brakes are insanely good. Oh, I love this bike. Oh, I want it bad. I want it so bad. Every time. Open. Pum pum pum. Wow. I'm so at home on this bike. I love the GS and I love my S1000 engine. This is such a perfect blend. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about the bike. The dash, it doesn't say what temperature it is. I kind of want it on an adventure bike. We have a fuel gauge here, which I love, and fuel range, which I love even more, but fuel range the whole time. So on my bike, when the light comes up, it says how many more miles I can do. On this, it says the entire time. That's brilliant. Gear indicator, things like that. I love fuel efficiency. That's decent. For a touring bike, you need that, yeah. A very important thing that needs to be addressed on this is, I heard rumors that this bike vibrates a lot. Now, yeah, it vibrates through the foot pegs. I can feel it on my teeth. It kind of like teeth. I can feel it on my feet. It's kind of like a little tingle, which I don't mind at all. But through the handlebars, I don't think it does. It's fine. Ooh. Ah! Oh, those leaves are doji. I love this so much. This is still fairly slim. so filtering will not be an absolute disaster on this. I think the problems I have with this is that the tank size is not impressive, because it's only, I think, 17 liters, I think, around that, between 16 and 18, something like that. So it's not massive for an adventure bike. But you know, the GS Adventure, the massive tank, if you fuel up, it actually gets so heavy. So it's not a major flow. And also we are used to that, aren't we? 100-mile range. It's alright. So the tank size is a bit of a letdown. Is that it? I think that is it. Oh, heated grips. I wish they were a bit more efficient. A bit hotter. A lot hotter, actually. I mean, these are full blast now, and I think they're not even as warm as 1 dot on a GS, which is the medium setting. There's medium and high, 2 settings. So the high on the XR is not as warm as the medium on the GS Adventure. Out of all the bikes I've ridden in those 3 days, the XR is 100% my favorite. Actually, out of all the bikes I've ridden in my life, the XR is high on my list. It would be 3rd favorite, I think. HP4 being my absolute favorite. S1000R second. S1000RR, so mine. And this is my 3rd favorite. I love it. If you're quite petite, this is the adventure bike that will not overwhelm you. And also, if you want to go on an adventure but you're not quite ready to sacrifice the power, this is closer to me, to my sports bike, than the GS. I love this. I genuinely think if you really enjoy the power and speed, but you want to look respectable, this is the one. This is your bike. Half the time I ride my sports bike around the town, people see me on it, I just feel like a bit of a prick, if you know what I mean. It doesn't really belong on the road. It's a sports bike. It should be raced on the track. But on this, I feel less of a prick. Bit more dignified. I look a bit more dignified. I'm still definitely enjoying myself on this. 100%. 100%. It sounds so much better than mine. The quick shifter and the down blipper on this is delightful. You can fit a sat-nav onto it. Handy. But I believe a Garmin sat-nav goes with this. And I've had a lot of complaints about these Garmin gadgets. I love my TomTom. I haven't tried cruise control. I've had it in road and dynamic mode. I haven't tried the rain mode, but I can tell you that I'm expecting it to be as good as on my S1000RR, where it cuts the power pretty much by half. It just makes it a lot more user-friendly in wet conditions. The traction and ABS or like full blast in rain mode. So it's a decent feature. I always use my rain mode when it's wet. It just means I don't have to twitch and still enjoy the ride, apart from the fact that I'm getting wet and cold. But the bike is very much manageable in the rain mode. So I'm guessing this will be similar in the rain mode. I haven't tried it. We had a dry day today. Road mode I used this morning. Is it road? I think it is. It was frosty still when we set off, and it felt nice. Dynamic feels like home to me, because I'm usually in my on my 1000 in the race mode. So this feels very similar in dynamic. Sounds so good. How can a stock exhaust sound so good? I will not be able to stop thinking about this bike. What I really love, see, this is where me being quite small is valid. There are 2 ways you can affect the direction your bike is going in: by pushing the handlebars and then moving your body on the bike. When I feel small on a big bike, sometimes I find it hard to move it with my body, and then I'm left with just counter steering. So the Adventure, for example, is very easy to steer with your hands. It's very flickable. but it's not quite as easy to move it with your body because it's massive, it is heavy. This is super easy to throw around. I mean, just the lightest move on the handlebar and it just flicks, effortless. And then just the lightest move of my hips makes it flick again. It's just the lightest movement changes direction. Fantastic. I feel very confident on this bike. See, I always thought if you want to go for a touring bike, you should go for the proper big one. Go big or go home. Go for the adventure, the GS Adventure. But it turns out size does matter after all. And there is such thing as too big. And the Adventure is too big for me. This is where it's at for me. I must admit, I'm always quite apprehensive about things that blend two very different concepts. Like sports bikes and adventure bikes. These are almost opposing concepts. We have the saying in Poland, when something is good for everything, it's good for nothing. But this is, it really is good for both sports riding and touring. It really is. It is a sports bike that's suitable for touring. It's a touring bike that's very sporty. What a winner of a bike. I'll tell you a little problem I have with this bike, and you'll laugh, but it's important. Let's talk looks. Ever since Ducati launched the Multistrada, I thought that Multistrada is the most gorgeous adventure bike ever made. Now, is that what you want from adventure bike? I don't know, but we do like pretty things, don't we? So this now looks a lot like Multistrada, so it's a gorgeous adventure bike. However, I have a bit of a problem with the colors available. If I were to buy one, I honestly don't know which one I would buy. The red is pretty, but I don't like red bikes. The white is pretty too, but I'm not particularly keen on white bikes either. I probably would do some sort of custom job on it, but I love it. You need to take your time with things like this, like parking, but it's manageable for someone who's my height. I'm 5'4" with very short legs. Ta-da! I won this. Just don't know what color. Oh, I'd paint it grey maybe. Oh, I don't know. It's nice in the red. It's just I don't do red bikes. Color is a problem. The biggest problem I have with this bike, which says a lot. Mind blowing. I want it bad. Just wanted to say thank you to BMW Sikora in Bielsko-Biała. Should we take a car now? I wouldn't mind on them for. There you go. How long does it take you to get dressed in your kit? It always takes me such a long time. Is everyone this bad? Or is it just me? You know, to leave your house in the car, you just grab your keys, grab your coat, and you go. And a handbag or a wallet. On the bike, there's just so much fuffing. It's so worth it.